Hello guys, welcome to today's video. So after my video on the educational routes for international students in Ireland, I had a lot of comments that were actually inquiring about scholarship opportunities available in Ireland. So in today's video, my guest is going to share her journey with us and some important tips in relation to scholarship opportunities in Ireland. So stay tuned. Hi dear, welcome to my channel. Can you briefly introduce yourself to my viewers?
Oh, hi, thank you so much for having me on your channel. It's such a privilege to be here. So my name is Rosaline Ojoma Alpha, and I am currently a student at the National College of Ireland, where I'm pursuing my MSc in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And by God's grace, I'll soon be done. But then it's been over a year, but my course duration is for 18 months, so I'll be done officially in November.
Okay,
And
wow.
I am currently an international peer mentor at the National College of Ireland. I'm also into the digital space, so I work hand in hand with their digital team. And I also represent my school and my country as an Education in Ireland student ambassador. So, yeah.
Wow. You're doing so well in such a short space. I'm
Thank
really
you.
sure. Yeah. Okay. So, Roslyn, can you share your journey with us, like a brief discussion on that for us to know how you were able to enter into Ireland?
Okay, so when I finished my youth service in my country, job sometimes could be like a bit of a struggle after school.
Yeah.
And also during my NYC after, I was already getting worried. I'm like, okay, how about job? What do I do? Initially, I didn't want to do my MSc immediately. I was done, but then thought about it. I'm like, okay, job is like kind of, it's very competitive and like it's not very common after school and all. And I'm like, what next? And my brother brought up the suggestion and he was like, why don't you go for your MSc and consider a school abroad? Initially, I had two countries in mind. I had Australia and I had Ireland. But then I felt Australia was a bit far, although I have family in Australia and I also have family in Ireland. But I'm like, oh, Australia is far. I can't easily run back home if I want to. So I decided to like choose Ireland, and my brother helped. I have a brother here, like I have family here, and it made it easier for me, and I chose Ireland, and he gave me the contact of his agent because he came through schooling too, and by God's grace, he's kind of established here for now. So he gave me the contact of an agent, and I worked with the agent, and she gave me like a couple of schools and a couple of courses to go through. Basically, that was the beginning of my journey, and I go back to her on the course I wanted and the school, and yeah.
Okay, so you didn't come through scholarship, right?
So my scholarship is actually a partial scholarship. It wasn't a full scholarship. Yeah. So I got like a 50% off my tuition fee. So I paid just 50% of my tuition fee.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Okay, so what are some of the resources or channels that you find very helpful when you wanted to get the scholarship opportunity in Ireland?
Okay, sorry, I wrote them down because I don't have all of them offhand.
That's fine.
So, the resources I found very helpful was Education in Ireland. Yes. So if you go to Education in Ireland, you'd see scholarships for international students, and there are a lot of them. You just have to go through them and pick the one that suits you or the one that you're eligible for. Also, I subscribe to a channel and they send like regular emails. It's called Schorlaship Region. So they don't only send scholarships about Ireland, but they send scholarships about different schools all over the world, Europe inclusive. So I get regular mails for them. Even till now, that I still get like scholarships from them, and I tell my friends about them. So I make do with that. And also my agent too was very instrumental. And there's this website also, Hot Courses Abroad, like Hot Courses Abroad. Like they post a lot of information about international scholarship. Then most important of all is Higher Education Authority. So the Higher Education Authority of Ireland, once you go there, like there are a lot of scholarships for international students. You can just scan through and sift through and make do with the one that you'd find useful.
Wow. Okay, so I know that you've mentioned a lot of like websites and all of that.
Yeah.
Do you have any technique or that would be very useful for my subscribers in case someone wants to just go to the internet and start looking for such opportunities? You know, sometimes when you have a lot of information, you become overwhelmed. Okay, which one? What am I doing? What would you say regarding that?
Okay, so I would say most of these scholarships are repeated on different websites. They are the same thing, but they're just repeated on different websites because bloggers would want to like take things and just put there. But then I would say start with Education in Ireland, start with Higher Education Authority if you're looking for just Ireland specifically. So just start with those two, then go through the ones that you feel you're eligible for before you start searching and scavenging online here.
Okay. So were you able to secure the scholarship yourself, or the agency actually helped you?
The agency actually helped me.
Okay.
I think agents play a very critical role too in helping with scholarships too. Yeah.
So
the
how would
agency
you find a very good agency? Any tip on that?
I think I don't know if to say I have any tip on that, but I would say referrals.
Referrals is good.
So yes, use an agent that somebody has used before that is trusted, trustworthy. Yes.
That's good. I understand your scholarship was 50%. So definitely you're also going to have to pay some funds from your side. Can you share with us the amount of funds you had to pay?
Okay, thank you for that. So initially my tuition fee was supposed to be €15,000. Okay. But then I got a 50% off my tuition fee, which gave me the grace to pay €7,500. So my tuition fee was €7,500 for 18 months. That's for the duration of my MSc. I was not going to pay any other fee. But then, give or take, my flight ticket, preparation, and every single thing, just having like enough funds to just sort myself out for just a few weeks I would be here. Everything, I could sum up everything to €10,000. So I spent a total of like €10,000 for every single thing I was going to be needing.
And that was how many years ago?
That was about a year ago.
Okay, so now like they should look at 15,000 or 20,000.
Yeah, like 15,000. Yeah, 15,000 should do if you're getting a 15% off. But let's say 20,000 if you're not getting any scholarship. Or you can be lucky. You can get a scholarship that covers up for every single thing. There are scholarships like that cover up for all your tuition, and they even give you stipends, monthly stipends. Yeah, so that's it. But then if you want to come to Ireland without scholarship, just budget about 15,000 to 17,000 euro.
Okay. I actually made this research and I found that when it comes to education, you should at least have about 10,000 euros in your bank account as a proof, okay, for you being able to stay in Ireland and then support yourself. Or let's say your sponsor should at least have like 10,000 euros in his or her accounts. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. That's one of the reasons why visas are being denied here.
Yeah.
So if you're sponsoring yourself, that's fine. But if you have a sponsor, your sponsor is supposed to show a minimum of 10,000 euro or its equivalent to your local currency. That is the minimum your sponsor should have, yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So you were able to do that. That's fine. Okay. So what are some of the challenges you actually encountered during your process?
Some of these challenges I encountered, number one, gathering of documents. Because coming to Ireland, you need to prove a lot. So you have to gather a lot of documents, yes, because the embassy would actually give you a list of documents. So gathering all those documents was kind of exhausting for me, yes. And also, I would say accommodation to an extent. I don't know if that's fine. Yeah, accommodation to an extent. Yeah, so it was kind of challenging for me too. Yeah. So
okay. So do you have to prove that you already have a place to live before you apply for the visa?
Yes, you have to. Or you should, you have to prove that you have a place to live. As at my time, I think it still applies to now, but then you have to like show them like a hotel, you can show them a hotel reservation for a particular period of time and prove to them that you would get an accommodation before that expires.
Okay, that's lovely. So when it comes to documents to submit for the visa, what were you able to mention some few important like documents?
Okay, so I would say documents that would be submitted for visa. They're usually classified into three, which are the financial documents, your educational documents, and your sponsor's documents. So your educational documents, you have to provide your WAEC results. I don't know, my country, we use WAEC, that's West Africa.
Yeah, we also do. Ghana, the same thing.
Oh, yeah. So you have to provide that. You have to provide your school's transcripts.
So for the sake of other people from other countries that will be watching, when you say the WAEC results, that's like your secondary school certificates, right?
Yes, secondary school certificate. Then you have to provide your transcript from if you're coming in for MSc, you have to provide your transcript from your BSc, from your undergraduate. You have to provide that. If you've worked within the period of time that you left school and the period of time you're applying for visa, you have to provide your employment documents. You have to provide a reference letter from your place of work. You have to provide an English proficiency exam.
Okay.
Yes. So
is it the academic or the general?
Yeah, English proficiency general. It could be PTE, it could be IELTS, it could be Duolingo. Yes, and if you can get a reference from your school too, and English like a reference from your school that you about English, that's fine too. You can also get that. Yeah, so that's that. And for your financial documents, you have to provide 6 months bank statements. You and your sponsor both have to provide 6 months bank statement. And most importantly, what I would say is one of the reasons why a lot of visas rejected for students is because of not being able to explain the bank statement of your sponsor properly. So the embassy expects that your sponsor has a minimum of 10,000 euro, like I stated earlier, and the account functional, like money has to come in and go out of the account. If there are any large lump or large sum of money, you have to explain why the money. You have to explain why the money came inside and what you're using it for. And also, let's say you are like selling maybe a property to get the funds. You have to state and prove that you actually sold a property. For instance, you sold a property of, in my country we use naira, okay, let's say 20 million naira, and I sold the property of 20 million naira. I have to state that, okay, for example, I sold a house of 20 million naira, and these are the receipts to back it up. This is a lawyer stamp. I have to provide a lot of documents to back it up. You have to explain every large sum that comes into the account. What goes out doesn't really matter. What comes in is what matters, to be sure that there's no act of money laundering or anything of sort.
Any other regrets in regards to the course that you actually chose to study in Ireland?
Okay, I would say this is a regret because I would say everything works together for good. But then one thing I would say I would have done better, or I would have considered, is picking a course under the critical skill. Yeah. So Ireland has this critical skill permits that they give to people who study or work with courses under the critical skill. And if you check out DEET, I would the link, I'm sure Nurse Mama will drop the link in the caption. You could check it out to see a list of all the courses that are under the critical skill permit. If you choose a course that is under the critical skill permit, it gives you more opportunity, like it brings you out more. I didn't pick a course under the critical skill. Mine is under the general work employment, but now I'm trying to do some courses to like back up my course currently, so I can be able to get like a job under the critical skill. So I would advise, if possible, if not that you have passion for a course under the general work permit, pick a course under the critical skill, because within 2 years you'll be able to get your stamp 4, and your stamp 4 is your permanent residence. But then if you're picking a course under the critical under the general work permit, it might take you about 4 years to get. But if you have a course under the critical skill, once you're done with your school, your master's, you get a good job under the critical skill, within 18 months to 2 years you get your permanent residence. So that's one thing I think I would have put into consideration.
So I actually have plans on doing a video about critical skill permits and also general work permits as well. So I'll leave that now, just as Rosalind has actually explained. Then when I do that video, I can actually delve more into it. So thank you. Okay, Rosalind, can you share with us some of the benefits of being a student in Ireland?
Okay, so one of the benefits of being a student in Ireland, I would say, is you get a 2 years work visa. That's the first thing. So you're not worried about after school you're going back to your country immediately. And Ireland still even gives grace. They help you extend your visa a bit. So you get 2 years post-study work visa. That's number one. Ireland is not so overpopulated like some European countries. Like, it's not overly populated. So you still can swim inside the ocean and still like get what you want to an extent if you put yourself out there, and you're able to prove to the market that yes, you have this knowledge that they want, and you can help grow the community or grow the business or grow the company that you want to get involved with later. So I think that's one of the benefits of being here. And I wouldn't say it's 100% then that you would get a job after your study, but then there's a possibility for you to get a job. Yes,
it's fine. Okay, just is there anything that you would have done differently in your approach in finding scholarship opportunity in Ireland?
Yes, so what I would have done differently is not just leave everything to my agent. I would have actually searched more, because I realized that some of the courses I would have actually gone for, I didn't go for them because I was thinking there is no 50% scholarship of those courses. But then later coming here and speaking to some other students, I realized, okay, actually these opportunities in this website, like under the school's website, but I didn't bother to like delve deep and really search because I felt my agent already handled that part. So I didn't delve deep into checking for it. So I could have actually like put in more effort to check for more scholarships.
Okay, guys, so I'll be taking all the links from Rosalind. I'm going to post it at the description of this video just to help you all. And she's also a YouTuber as well. I'm also going to share her page on the screen, and also she's also a TikTok, a very good one, and she does a lot of Instagram posts. So please remember to follow her on all social media platforms. She's very active and very lovely lady. And I know that whatever information she's actually sharing with us today is going to go a long way in helping those also looking for it to come to Ireland through the scholarship opportunities. Okay, do you have any advice or tip that you want to really touch on for overseas students who are currently exploring scholarship opportunities?
Okay, so I think I already said that in all my points, but I'll just say it again.
Yeah.
Don't get tired of searching for opportunities, and don't get tired of applying. Apply to as many as you can. Search for as many as you can. Check if you're eligible. Apply for all the ones that you're eligible for. And also reach out to people who have gotten the scholarship before. Check on LinkedIn, check on social media platforms for people who have benefited from the particular scholarship you're applying for, and they would probably guide you on what to do about it and how to go about it, and it would go a long way in helping you with your application and also getting the scholarship. Because I know a couple of people that are in Ireland here that got a fully funded scholarship with monthly stipend and accommodation. So I think that's
okay. Just before I let you go, I remember you mentioned about being a peer mentor in your university. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How do you impact international students?
Oh, okay. So I'll just give a brief history about that. So I think my school sent a mail and told us, oh, if you're interested in being an international peer mentor, you can register for this link and would have an interview with you. I didn't really know what it was, but then I just wanted to get involved in things because I heard being involved with things will put you out there and it will help you like with your brand and all. So I just registered and I got into it, and I did an interview, and they were like, oh, okay. So basically it entails helping new students who are coming into the school to help navigate their way around Ireland and help understand how the school system works. So basically it just helps me like groom new students. Like it's just about grooming new students and helping them, sharing your personal experience and knowledge with them. So and I think it's very important because it helps with my CV. Like it's definitely so people say, oh, you're an international PMS, so you're an ambassador for Ireland.
There is something I always wanted to say. When it comes to the Niger blood, and there's something special about you guys. And I'm not saying this because I have you. Like I have a lot of Nigerian friends, and you guys are just like go-getters. You know, you don't back out. I don't know the kind of energy you guys have. I have to really give an applause for that, because you guys are so, I don't even know the right vocab to even use. You know, you are go-getters. You really know what you want, and you don't back out. And seriously, I've really learned a lot from you, and I look up to a lot of Nigerians. Seriously. Okay, any final advice? Then I'll let you go.
Final advice, I would say it is possible to get scholarships. Don't let anybody lie to you that scholarships are not out there. You can't get them. There are a lot of people, like you might hear a lot of things like there are a lot of people applying for this scholarship. There's no point applying for it. If you feel you can do it, go for it. Apply for it. You might not get it that particular time or that particular year, but there are some scholarships that are like every year you can apply. If you don't get it this year, you can apply next year. So apply to as much as you can and don't give up. Like it is possible. And if you have the means, you can also go for the ones that are like 50% scholarship, or you write an essay. So just go for it. That's what I would say.
Okay, thank you so much, Rosalind. I really appreciate it. So guys, this is the end of today's video. I hope that all that Rosalind has actually shared with us is really going to go a long way in helping you to fulfill that dream, okay, in coming to Ireland through the scholarship route. If you have any other question, as always, just post it under the comment section, and I'll have Rosalind to come, and then they should just be answering all the questions for you. If I can equally also address that query, why not? I'll just come in and also address that for you as well. Please remember to follow her on YouTube, on Instagram, and on TikTok, as I said earlier on. She's very vibrant and very active on those platforms. You don't want to miss an opportunity with her. Just go forward and just do this. Also, remember to like this video, share with your friends as well, and also just keep pushing us. It's very important. Having time to sit here to make a video is not easy. So the little way you can also support us is just by liking our videos, dropping a comment, share for us, just to encourage us to keep on going. Thank you all so much for always passing through. As usual, see you all soon on my next video. Bye.
Bye.